Welcome back to Living Local DMV, everyone. Our next guest, Dr. Ann Welsh, is the author of Ambitious Mother: From Surviving to Thriving in Your Career and at Home. She joins us from Boston with insight into how moms can redefine success professionally and domestically. Doctor, thank you so much for joining me.
Of course. Thanks so much for having me this morning.
Absolutely. This is a topic we're super passionate about on Living Local, so I'm happy to chat with you about it. So I want to talk about the concept of the mental load of ambitious motherhood. What would you say that looks like in everyday life?
Yeah, so the mental load, the best analogy I can give you for that is thinking about an iceberg. So the tip that we see is just the task, is the thing that needs to be done. But underneath that, there's an extraordinary amount of cognitive, thought, planning, and emotional labor that is happening behind the scenes. And when we don't see something, it's hard to value it and to even just be aware that it exists, let alone give ourselves or others credit for doing it. And so the mental load specifically for ambitious motherhood means we're doing this at home, and we're often doing it at work or in maybe even other areas of our lives.
And so, I was going to ask you, why do you think so many ambitious and high-achieving women and moms end up feeling so wiped out and exhausted and overwhelmed? But I imagine because they have the dual mental load, both domestically and professionally. Is that right?
Absolutely. And I think on top of that, they are often, their capability is just rewarded with more things to do and without any support to meet it, right? These are women who are very, very, very competent, but their competence is not endless capacity to actually do things. At some point, they also need support, just like any real human does.
Yeah, people sometimes say competence is a curse, and so I feel like this kind of can apply sometimes. I wanted to talk about your book and what's inside it and how it can help ambitious moms navigate this.
Yeah, I mean, at the heart, it's really making two arguments, and one is really challenging how we think about ambition and motherhood. So often we talk about them as opposing forces, and we'll hear things like motherhood is where ambition goes to die, or if you're ambitious, you can't possibly be a good mom. And I really argue that, in fact, motherhood can be an ambition amplifier. It can really clarify our ambition, and really the two can fuel each other in this very powerful way. And when we give permission for that, it opens up so much more possibility for women and for mothers. And the other big piece of it is making sure that women, put themselves back in the equation. So often when we feel stretched between work and family, we kind of remove ourselves. We don't think about what it is that we want. We think about making sure everybody else is taken care of. But that's where we end up really disconnected and lonely, or kind of unhappy in these lives that we've worked very hard to build. And so the book gives women permission and tools to put themselves back in their own lives and to name what it is they want and actually go after it.
I love that, and I love you talking about the kind of tandem work of motherhood and ambition professionally. We're very proud. My mom is a working mom. We have multiple working moms on the show, so we're very pro ambitious women who are passionate about their work and also able to be moms at the same time. But my next question is kind of, and you offered some of this advice already, what other advice do you have for moms who are navigating burnout, perfectionism? How do they escape that cycle?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing is to recognize that maybe you are burnout. So often we think about burnout as like a total collapse, and that, you can't even get out of bed, you can't function. Really, more often than not, I see women in what I call functional burnout. So they are going to school drop off and their kids' soccer games, and they're showing up at work and they're getting things done, but inside they feel really numb or depleted or maybe even miserable. And so first step is just naming that this is maybe going on for you. And then, so often we think that we have to blow up our lives in order to come out of burnout and quit everything and, move to a farm or move to some, peaceful island, when really the path out is more often than not tiny steps, right? A 1-degree shift of the compass towards putting, naming what it is that you want, or following what I call the breadcrumbs of joy, right? What are the teeny tiny things that you can start to put back into your life that make you smile or give you a moment of peace? And that can accumulate over time and show you the path out.
I love that, breadcrumbs of joy. Such a great piece of advice. Well, thank you so much for joining me. How can people get your book, and how can people find out more about you?
Yeah, it's available anywhere books are sold at this point. It just launched today. And you can also learn more about me on my website, which is drannwelsh.com.
Fantastic. Well, Dr. Welsh, thank you so much for joining me and talking about such an important topic. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And coming